Welcome back to the Reject Hotel, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to watch Hazbin Hotel Season 2, Episode 3, and most likely, Episode 4. Joined with Greg Alba is, of course, Roxanne Striar. Roxy Striar, how are you feeling today?
Very excited. I hope you guys enjoy your stay.
Oh, nice.
This is the Reject Hotel.
Yeah, that's really creepy. That's not, you're treating it like a ghost hotel.
I hope you enjoy your stay.
Wow. Spooky for some, provocative for others. Well, I'm excited to watch this show. This show is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is.
They had a cliffhanger last time.
Yeah, it's an amazing show. I think I said this to you after last time, Greg, but like I have loved doing these with you. Helluva and Hazbin, they have my heart. We have so much fun doing them together. And then they're exactly what we love, which is that blend of creative and poignant and like a little goofy. They're just, I'm really into this. So I'm excited for today. How are you doing?
Good. Getting out of a brain fog slowly but surely.
You had to say good 5 times just now.
Yeah,
so.
It's called affirmations.
Yeah. Good.
You say it enough, you might convince your brain you're doing all right.
Good.
Yeah, I'm in convincing myself. Own convictions with literature. So thank you for asking.
You got it, dude. Good.
You want to ask of you guys to join our Patreon page. Over there, you get the full-length reaction watch-along where you sync up with your own copy of Hazbin Hotel. Of course, we are streaming this off of Bezos' Prime Video. Also covers several things over there exclusively with highlights and watch-alongs included. Another way you can support the Chanel. What's this sweater you got here?
Yeah, this is sick. It's new. RejectNationShop.com. Listen, this Sheject exclusive is one of my faves that we've had so far. Quick behind-the-scenes story. Janine designed this without us even giving her any... She was just like, I'm so into Sheject stuff right now. I made this. You guys want it? We were like, yeah, we do. It's everything that the Shejects are, and I love it. You guys don't know, but he has Reject swag under his sweater.
I have Reject swag tattooed on me in areas I can show you guys.
Show them your chest.
Oh, no. It's not on my chest, believe you me. Anyway, if you're a Royal Reject, you get 15% off at the shirt side, too. You ready to do this, Roxy?
Yeah, good.
Cool.
So just like we thought, we are going back and forth right now.
Oh my god.
What is she doing?
She's so excited.
But no, she was...
Holy shit! Holy... Jimmy, in office. Portal.
Holy f***.
Emily just portaled in front of me all, hey, it's me, Emily. Heaven is closing down because you killed a bunch of angels and everyone's scared, but don't worry. Oh yeah, and also Sir Pentious is here in heaven. Okay, bye!
She's so animated.
That means the hotel works.
I can't believe it. We did it! We did it! Redemption is possible, Vaggie! I knew it! Ha, ha.
Maybe don't let everyone know.
She's been so much more hyper these 2 episodes.
Are you absolutely sure that's what Emily said?
I'm 1,000,000,000,000% sure! I said this amazing, Vaggie! I cannot wait to see the look on Dad's face when he finds out!
Oh, no.
Everything we've been working for has been proven right. On a Thursday.
On a Thursday.
What was that about heaven going into lockdown? Did Emily say why? Can we talk to her? Are the exterminations still on? Or
Good question.
Sending off a little strongly worded email to Vox Tech explaining that not only am I not a dictator, but also to send their top reporter over here right away so we can clear the
Oh,
hotel
no.
with an exclusive
Stop.
interview.
You're being too
no.
impulsive.
If you know what you're
We
doing
need
is
to do
working,
this right now
will it stop
because-
working?
Because
you're doing it for
it's the
altruistic
perfect
reasons?
Opportunity.
I'm scared.
Our message is broadcast to all of Pentagram City. People will flood to the hotel wanting to be redeemed. We redeem them. You are like so cool, and your hotel is great, and let's work together.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. Now, though.
You gotta pull yourself together, man.
A horrible monster is the best idea.
A lot of people don't want to be redeemed, honey.
No way. She... Velvette.
You're joking. Looks like we got a spin, V.
She's a full witch right now.
Dude was an absolute, just some wannabe overlord simp that kept messing with my shit every chance he got for the
God.
past forever.
Nah, she likes him. She misses him.
How the does that get you redeemed?
Hey, I'm not saying I knew the guy. I'm just saying it makes sense. If anyone was gonna make it up there, it was him. Or maybe Angel on a good day.
How can someone so good love someone like her?
That Baxter guy was spouting some shit about them working together when he first arrived. Sure, you could ask him a thing or two if you're wondering.
I'm gonna get some air.
His room's in the basement.
I'm not going, okay?
Oh my God.
Bitches.
Okay.
If you're only doing good things because you know you could get redeemed, could you even still get redeemed?
Yes.
I'd like to think so.
Never going to believe what. Oh wow, that was fast.
I
Wow,
want
they're
more
here.
Alastor.
Hotel.
Well, Alastor hates this guy, so this might amount to something cool.
The name's Vox, CEO of Vox Tech Entertainment, and this is my lovely associate, Velvette.
Right, they haven't met yet.
That's crazy.
Couldn't miss this opportunity to interview Hell's most controversial figure and her apologist. Now, where's Alastor?
Alastor. I mean, he's right.
Why is he dodging?
Velvet, sweetie, what are we working with here?
It's giving tacky. Shitty lighting, clashing themes, and too much red. But I can make it work.
Perfect. The new Vox Tech 150-inch TV right over there. Run.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I effed what?
But it's Ultra HD.
What did it say? Yeah, I effed what?
I don't know.
What's your plan for the next extermination? And will you be protecting everyone, not just your favorite characters?
No.
You won't be protecting. Interesting.
What a way to spin.
I believe sinners need to change literally everything about themselves in order to be redeemed, and that the Morningstars
No.
currently dislike 98% of the population of sinners.
No.
I kinda sorta lied about wanting to give an exclusive interview. Cause I have bigger news. I wanted Vox Tech to be the first to hear it.
Oh, God. This could backfire.
Redemption is possible, which proves that the Hazbin Hotel actually works. Take that, fuckers.
Congratulations, princess! Bring the lucky sinner, or should I say winner, on down. Velvet, start a live broadcast.
Oh, yeah, you need proof. You need evidence.
He's not actually here.
You need the
anymore,
evidence.
Since, he's...
Then how will you prove these fantastical claims? And how do you know he's actually, up there?
Yes.
Technically, she used a portal, so,
I think we've heard enough. Velvet, call the limo.
Oh, now she can't get to heaven now, though.
I can't broadcast this without proof. I mean, the last thing I want to do, spread misinformation.
I'll prove it. Yeah, we'll redeem someone right here, right now.
Oh, my God, Charlie.
Task is film it.
You speak so much before you think.
Velvet, get your camera ready. Let's get some B-roll of the hotel. Princess, let's walk and talk. Who are we redeeming?
How are you going to redeem somebody right now?
Word is upstairs you used to know Pentious.
We were partners.
Oh, so you were like...
What? Lab partners! Do not wench!
Give me the full story or the lab gets it.
Okay, fine. We used to work together back in the day.
Ooh, flashback.
We're going to see Pentious.
Together we crafted various wonder-filled creations that we shared with the citizens of Hell in hopes one day we could gain enough favor to become powerful overlords.
Hey.
Whereas my bio-experiments won the attention of many.
Wow, what animals will form?
Eventually, Pentious found my experiments far too violent and cruel.
Killing the eggs.
He took the eggs and left to continue his frivolous turf war scheme with that woman he was obsessed with.
Oh.
Now, have I satisfied your request?
She loves
I'm
him.
allergic to recollecting. Achoo.
Fuck, do you have to be such a little freak?
Achoo.
They say time heals all wounds, but the wounds are what I miss.
But the wounds are what I miss.
Can you hear me call
Oh, my God.
from way the fuck down here?
We're building a real love story.
This is very rent core.
I'm longing for just one night of baiting the piss out of you. Get your punk ass off my ship. If you say so, I'm gonna go. Oh my God, it's gonna fall. Another exciting scene.
I didn't realize how much they were feuding before.
They say time heals all wounds.
Cool color symmetry.
Men much more than
Both buildings in different lines, vortexes. And
I
different
like
shades. It's cool.
every brush with death means much more than a kiss. What the heck?
I know right side to kill you, and you tried to kill me too.
Just passion. That's all it was.
Beating the piss out of
That was cool. That was the first time their colors actually blended together instead of a clear split.
When you said you were messaging Voxtech, I thought you just talked to some reporter on the street, not the fucking media overlord.
Technically, he is a reporter. I think.
I don't know what they promised you, but I'm telling you right now, they are bad news.
Can't get in bed with them.
Assured me that he's just here to film the hotel and put out a special tonight about what he sees here on the small, tiny,
Hey, Vay.
teensy condition that we, redeem someone. Yeah, now that's where you come in, Angel.
What?
Oh my God.
Oh, you're going to force redemption on him?
I ain't being your little guinea pig, especially in front of Vox. He gets off to watching people suffer. Dude is an absolute...
But she got a point there, Legs. Besides, if Flathead and Baby Barbie try anything, I'm sure Alastor's floating around here somewhere ready to throw down.
Huh, I wonder why he's pro this.
Best case, you make it. Worst case, you're still stuck down here with me, and we down a couple of rounds with Cherry later. You know
They're playing
she
his
ain't gonna
music.
let up.
You both owe me for this.
I'm a loser, baby.
Step 2, bid the booze adieu. A sober mind's primed for absolution.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, buddy, concentrate. Change some ladies and helpful ladies.
just do random nice things.
Come on, Angel, you're far from shameful, just misunderstood. You can be good for good.
Good for good is like better for good. Wicked.
Step 9, give a hobo a dime.
Yeah, no way. This story is bogus.
Step 10 to 1 through 9 again. Just in case the angel's in charge didn't know.
Oh, dude.
Step 12, what the hell? Pentious was redeemed by now. 13, 14, 15, 16, better, nicer, faster.
Oh my God.
Top hat.
But how would they know? Don't they have to, like, kill him in order for him to be redeemed? Go to heaven?
Then you'll be good.
Just be him.
Be the key, self-sacrifice. If you offer up your life with pure intention, we'll speed run from here, redemption.
Like how that song just kept getting
I
faster
forget,
and
did
faster
Sir
and faster.
Pentious die and go to heaven, or did he just end up in heaven?
He died and went to heaven.
Right, so don't we have to...
No one knows.
If only there was a big, strong man willing to sacrifice himself to save the poor damsel, just like the great Sir Pentious did.
Pretty sure one of Val's opened just like this.
Add plagiarism to the list.
I'm a big, strong man with so many redeemable qualities. Come on, Charlie, this ain't gonna work. I ain't nothing like Pence.
Who is this Charlie character? Too bad it does not listen to our friends.
Can't he do bad?
Train is reaching the drop. The damsel.
I ain't doing it, Charlie.
But Angel, this is our last chance to...
Nope.
And it's not your last chance.
What?
Oh, yeah. I noticed your little train didn't actually pose any risk, so I took the brakes off.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God.
You what? Niffty, stop the train. Niffty, stop it!
Oh, she's riding the train.
Get out of the way!
Oh, sure thing! Except you tied me to the fucking tracks!
Is she gonna get rid? Oh.
Dead, I am done.
Angel, the brakes are cut! Husk!
Oh, look at him go. A genuine hero.
Angel!
Nice.
Oh, Vaggie.
I'm sorry.
Charlie, it's okay. I know you didn't mean it. I'm fine.
The hell you are?
Forgiveness.
You're mad at me. I saved your fucking life.
Yeah, by jumping in front of a train, you idiot. You pull shit like that again and I'll fucking spank you.
Pull what shit?
This is why I never say shit. I'm out.
I'll say it again. I don't need your help, Whiskers.
The emotions are so complicated in this.
There's gotta be something I'm missing.
Look, Charlie, Angel is not Pentious, and things have already gotten out of hand today. Just send these assholes home.
He's not Pentious. Maybe that's it.
He's got to do his own thing.
All we need to do is have Angel act against his sins.
Tell me, Princess, what exercise could one do to be forgiven for being murderer?
Oh, boy.
You shut the fuck up! Don't you dare call me that!
Killed your dad!
What?
What did he do? Hit you?
Hey, that's enough. You can shit on me. You can mock me, but I won't allow you to push my friends around like that, okay?
Cool.
I'd like to remind you that you invited us here.
But now she's uninviting you.
We have a reservation at Dante's Inferno anyway. Very nice place. You could never afford it. An angel. I'll be sure to tell Valentino you said hello. Come now, Velvet.
Always using that for a sinister impression.
Angel, I'm so sorry. Can we please talk?
You know, sorry starts to lose meaning after a while, Charlie.
I am awaiting for the stakes of Vox to really be felt, though.
Why don't you go ask Fox the next time you need to pry out more shit about my life?
Angel, I didn't realize. I didn't.
Just give him some space.
Did we know that?
No.
I have so many questions.
It's been a long day for everyone.
Redemption must be unique for every individual, though.
Got a live up that's trending, a fail compilation on VoxTube, and a commercial ready to go.
Oh my god.
Want to know what really goes down at the Hazbin Hotel? Who Charlie Morningstar is?
She's trying her mom again.
I lied. I'm dirty do-bad.
We arrived at the hotel, the vibe was definitely off.
Oh my
I
god.
remember walking in and Charlie coming at me with an open fist.
Oh man, the media manipulation is
Open
strong.
fists.
For more truth, tune in for Hazbin Hotel behind closed doors.
Long day.
I don't want to talk about it.
I decided to stay.
Oh.
Maybe you can just learn to be good here instead of having to go through a whole redemption process. Maybe
I
redemption
decided to
redemption
stay.
shouldn't be deemed only by heaven standards.
Babe, I think you need to drop this.
Drop
I would've
what?
guessed heaven.
I'm just trying to
Would've
clear
known.
up the misinformation about the hotel.
No, the further you go, the worse it's going to get.
Katie Killjoy is just gonna do the same thing the Vees did. Don't feed into this crap.
Best way to handle controversy, you just ignore it.
I feel like if I explain myself on live television, then they won't be able to edit
Do
it
you
like
think
that
that?
video.
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay, have fun. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
I want more Alistair. Oh,
Oh, he's still recovering.
how crazy was that?
Look who it is interrupting this riveting conversation I was having with. Who are you again?
Angel Dust?
Angel Dust! I knew that. You're funny. I hear you got your ass kicked and ran away when Charlie needed you most. It's a sure good thing I showed up.
Hey.
Am I right?
The duck.
You. The coaster.
I quit.
No.
Coming up on Katie Killjoy tonight, an exclusive interview with Hell's not-so-favorite Nepo baby, Charlie Morningstar. Only on 666 News.
The last thing I expected was them for it to be so media heavy this time.
Why?
It just didn't seem like that was the direction the show was going to go.
Set the record straight.
Real straight.
Explain what really happened.
Real straight.
Right.
Why would you rely on her?
Nifty. It makes no sense.
Is that the princess? Didn't learn your lesson yesterday.
What you guys put out yesterday was heavily fucked with.
She says the F-bomb so much more this season.
It's nice to meet you, Miss Morningstar. It is Miss, right? Because we all know queers can't get married.
They met in the pilot episode.
Come on, you still need to get camera ready.
I am camera ready.
Oh, sweet.
And the one that counted or the one that didn't?
The one that counted. It's the Helluva Boss one that doesn't count.
Welcome back to
No, remember we watched 2 Hazbin first episodes?
Yeah, but that pilot does count as a continuity. Or maybe I'm wrong now. Chasing birds around the pentagram. This text at the bottom.
What's it say?
It's too much to keep up with.
We're here to set the record straight about your hotel, yes?
Straight.
Vox paid a visit to our hotel recently. He, misrepresented things, so...
Oh, using fancy words now.
He bent the truth.
I wish he'd banned me.
Oh, man.
Know what I'm saying? Tom, laugh. Oh.
Knock, knock, Rosie, my dear. Alistair's here.
Oh.
It is her.
I'm sure you know all about Charlie's little hotel and how I've been helping out.
Of course I do.
Well, I just quit.
You what?
Something else off screen broke.
Pumpkin.
I'm afraid that isn't up to you, is it?
You're playing the long game, Alastor.
Our little deal meant that I was the strongest sinner in all of hell. Here I am with the scars and a busted-up staff that proves otherwise.
Fascinating.
You're still as cute and stubborn as the day we met.
Don't remind me.
Will we see that this season? Oh, we're going to see it right now?
Okay, flashback immediately.
What?
Hustling yourself and dazzling those yuppie producers, overcoming so much to be the star of your own radio show.
No way.
But you were a bit naughty, weren't you?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh. He killed the guy for spilling on him?
Just tired of being laughed at.
I'll always be impressed with how prepared you were for all this while still human. I can't imagine how many rituals it took to get through to the other side.
There's the radio.
I call on you voices of the afterlife. I wish to make a deal with you.
His voice.
I want to secure myself amongst the highest demons. I want to continue my fun.
Wow.
All right. That's a bargain.
You must do something for me.
What is that?
And until you complete this task, your soul will be mine.
Cannibal related?
Maybe he wants the soul of Charlie?
Pretty funny, but the next day you died in the most hilarious way possible. Taken for a deer and shot while hiding a body. Just perfect. So anticlimactic.
Just lined up perfectly.
You're in my zoo, don't you forget. You are my pets. I say when to sit and stay.
Cabaret.
Or go fetch, don't you forget. There's no way out.
Great shadow techniques.
Since you made me disappear, my name inspires much less fear. The least that you can do is fix my staff.
Wow. This is such an unexpected backstory.
Looks like you'll have to do this on your
Oh.
Fine.
Wow.
Wow, we still don't even really know what it is yet.
Yeah.
There must be a way. Oh, that's clever.
Share with the class.
Same angels that made it their whole thing for 7 years to kill as many of us as possible. You just expect us to believe all that.
Yes! Well, I mean, yes.
Yes.
Fox reported on how you had no evidence at all, and that you just put your guests in danger for fun.
If you take something out of context, you can make someone say anything.
That's true.
For me to say something awful like that, I think sinners
Oh, no.
deserve the extermination because they're bad people.
She's doing it.
You're giving them exactly what they wanted. She said it.
Charlie Morningstar claims that sinners deserve to be exterminated in shocking new statement.
No, that is not like.
Oh no. Oh no, Greg.
Not like I meant it, you know? Please stop quoting everything I'm saying is distracting me. What? Don't compare me to Hitler. How are you even typing this fast?
Don't compare me to Hitler. That is what the internet will do.
Niffty, here, come up here and tell us all about how amazing the Hazbin Hotel is.
Oh no.
Just tell them.
Oh no.
You about the wrong candidate, homie.
There's an endless stream of fashion built in hundreds of bugs. If you love this intro, just wait till you smell our rugs. Cause people are from pissing on their butts.
Not exactly what she meant. Okay, a Niffty song.
So I gotta take my knife and stab him all in the face. And now they take me to the queen because I'm covered in rust.
Niffty, what are you doing?
Helping! Can you help?
She's expressing exactly why she loves the hotel.
She said, "Can you help differently?"
And that's why the hotel is good.
Oh my god.
Right?
What language was that supposed to be?
A Niffty language.
Seemed like it was like an anime opening or K-pop song.
Now, who are we killing?
No, dear. I don't think Fox would want the public to see me put him in his place a second time.
Fuck you, wink!
Oy vey.
What exactly is your plan here? You're weak right now.
What's wrong, old man? Getting your ass beat by Adam harder than you thought?
Kinda.
Daddy's home.
Damn, this is an epic ass action scene.
Oh, fuck!
Damn,
gonna take a lot more to fix that hairdo.
Oh, they're live streaming it.
I'm putting up a poll. Vote yes or no if you want
It's so fast, I can't read it.
obliterate.
What was it saying?
I have no idea. Oh, I love how his shadow's like a whole other character.
Come on out!
Are you kidding me?
I just hate gay people.
Don't take that out of context. You learned your lesson.
Someone should really put this thing out
Ooh.
of its misery.
Ooh. Ow. I feel that.
Oh, look, they're helping him out.
What is this about, Alastor?
Can we get to Alastor's heart?
I'm gonna kill you! I didn't mean to. Shit.
Oh, sweet. Oh, cool.
Hey, bad boy.
Oh.
Looks like it's me and you again. Ready to lose?
Not this time.
Fun.
This outfit is worth 10 of you.
You look great. If Enid and Wednesday had a baby, it would be Niffty.
We keep going back and forth, and it's growing really tiresome, quite boring, actually. And it's making it harder for me to do what I have to do.
Which is what?
I'll join your propaganda parade and be your little prisoner. All I ask for in exchange is 2 shiny conditions.
Which, what?
Let these irrelevant little nobodies run along home.
Huh.
Importantly, you're not to lay your hands on Charlie Morningstar.
I want her for some reason.
It's a deal.
Wow. Didn't even bother to think about that.
What happened? What's going on? Wait!
Why is he protecting her, or is he?
No, they want her in the long run for something.
Yeah.
I know I won. You like? I know I won. I like winning.
I like winning. Same.
But Alastor does not have a tail.
That's gonna piss some people off.
Ponytail is.
One smoothie, please. Today was perfect.
You can't have that much competition.
You know, I've waited for this moment for almost 70 years.
What a fascinating position to put Alastor in.
What makes the princess and her crappy little hotel so great that the Radio Demon gives up what little dignity he had left to help out with it?
That's what you should have asked earlier.
How a guy from the 30s landed in hell and somehow became one of the most powerful overlords. Tell me how.
Tell me how.
You really haven't changed, have you? Always seeking someone to put up with your incessant.
You know, I think I prefer the silence.
You and I were as close to equals as I'd imagined down here. You had your decent ideas.
Cool.
Very cool visual.
I thought you found me, what was it, inspiring.
You're inspiring. It's in your best interest to hear me out.
I'm listening, pal. Barkeep, another whiskey?
Yeah, he was part of an earlier era too at one point.
With your incredible power and my massive influence, we would be unstoppable. Me and you, we could rule hell.
You gonna turn him down?
Together.
Yeah, he must have.
I knew you could be pathetic at times, but I didn't realize you were so weak.
Hey, Vay.
Oh no.
Asking for assistance? A partnership? I am quite disappointed in you.
Oh, he's just hurt.
Since we're friends.
Friends?
Friends. Oh no.
Friends in heaven.
Oh no.
I thought that was something you understood.
Ugh. Why do I keep loving Alastor and then...
You think your little mockery is going to make me cry? That I'm bawling about the past that could have been? I got a dream, and all I'm gonna do is win.
I mean, you can get a lot more done with more people if you know how to be a team member.
Your last luck has run dry at last your check is cashed, I'd laugh at how you look so small.
Come on, man. You gotta be smarter than that, Fox.
I knew you'd need me here to be your unwilling audience when you lose your marbles in Act 3.
You're smug ass alive.
Show me you're not a loser.
Do you ever shut up?
Don't you forget.
No.
Here he goes.
You ain't won yet.
You're my bottomless bitch. No more Al the high and mighty now that I flipped the switch. By the time I've had my fun, you'll wish that you had stayed gone.
Nah, man. Yeah, it has snarls.
What? Am I wrong? And can I film it?
Oh my god.
Well, shit. All right, people. We just watched Hazbin Hotel, season 2, 3, 4. All seasons. Roxy, how are you feeling?
I feel like this season is it's interestingly paced. I care about all these characters so much. We obviously got more Alastor, which is what I've been asking for, more Alastor. And then we get more Alastor, but there's so many holes in the story that I'm like, I want to know, but it's good that they're not giving us all the information at once. Actually, you know what? The show is really good at that. Like, even with the first 2 episodes, they reveal that with Emily coming down and saying to Charlie, we get it on the reverse end, and then we don't know what exactly that was about, and then we get it in the next episode. So I trust the show to give good answers, and they never seem to be lackluster. So yeah, I was happy to get more Alastor, but I have more questions than I do answers at this point. How about you?
The 4th episode, the most recent one, I think, did a lot of lifting for me, because there is a couple of things happening here that the focus isn't as clear to me on what the direction is of this season. Because you have Charlie's little personal wanting the Hazbin Hotel redemption tale, and she's kind of freaking out, really going in on herself and sabotaging a lot of this progress and success by being very impulsive, very reactive.
That storyline seemed to be impacting you well. You were doing a lot of giggling.
She's funny.
Yeah, she is.
It's funny, but then you have the bigger storyline with what Heaven is concerned about, and we ended off on Loot and Adam. And then you got Vox and all their media machinations, which is obviously a very clear satire of our own very real world that we live in. And then you got Alastor with Cannibal Lady, forget her name right now. And you got some information, like there was a big question mark as to why Alastor had disappeared for so many years before he showed up in Hazbin Hotel season 1. And apparently she had him do it for some reason. And that's about all we know. And we also know like his
It was
backstory.
like 7 years or something, or is it no, maybe longer. Maybe Lillian is 7 years. Sorry, keep going.
Probably a little bit long. I don't remember the specific number count. But yeah, he got his backstory, which I thought was really cool to get to learn who he was on Earth, was a violent serial killer, and he wanted what he turned into, essentially. Sometimes you get the backstories of who these people were on Earth, and they're not as bad. Sometimes it's like, oh, they did some things that were maybe not the best human choices, but they weren't vile the way how Alastor was on Earth. So I like seeing like his background, and like he was pretty much destined to be this. And I didn't realize the power position that Cannibal Lady would have had. I thought she was just a one-off character we would only see, and the last thing I expected was such a significance and power that she would have over Alastor. And I'm finding it really interesting how in season 1, Alastor was the one we relied on to be super powerful, that we always had faith that when he was around, he would be the one who comes out on top. And then ever since we've been checking back in with him, the first song you get here, it's about how he is the pet to her. And then the second song you get again is now how he's the pet to Vox.
But willingly this time. So it's part of a bigger master plan, clearly.
Yeah. And then they also root everything with Vox of why he hates Alastor as in this one meeting, this betrayal where he was hurt. He was crying over it, you know? is a fascinating like trajectory that they've taken it. But I'm starting to, because like last season had a pretty clear cut plot of really soon hell's going to show up and they're going to attack us again and they're going to take more souls. So we need to get this thing going in order to prevent that. Like there was a clear ticking clock at what's at stake. And right now there's a bunch of different moving pieces. And so the through line isn't as clear to me.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you. I think everything you just said is completely valid. I could feel myself, like my mind drifting a little bit in this episode, which is how I know it's not as focused. But the things that I really like are, can a soul be redeemed? That seems to be what all of season 1 about was, how is it possible to redeem somebody? We end up learning yes. And now I like the concept of season 2 being, but do people want to be redeemed, and who is still redeemable? Like it's clearly not just everybody. And so anything to do with, is this person inherently bad? Will they always be bad? Like take some, Charlie says in last episode, I believe that anybody can be redeemed when talking to Vox. And now we're seeing more about Alastor's backstory. And it's like, do we believe somebody like Alastor is capable of that? Now knowing who he was on Earth, and he literally sold his soul to a cannibal in order to be more powerful before he even died. Like, that's crazy. So there's so much stuff that I do like, but I am finding the wandering nature a little, I don't want to say jarring as much as unfocused. And without focus, I care way more about Heaven than the Vox storyline. And then we keep not checking in with Heaven and stuff. So I'm in, but I am curious how 5 and 6 do to kind of like rein it in more and give us some more answers.
Yeah. Like the Vox storyline, I think is a fun commentary. Like a lot of this seems to be ripping on the way internet social media reaction can be.
Don't compare me to Hitler.
Yeah, the don't compare me to Hitler line is like the line of the century.
Yeah.
So I like the conceit of it, and the songs are still really fun. Everything about production is great. The colors that they illustrate the show with is still beautiful. It's a very vibrant show.
The action sequences. They
had like one of their coolest action scenes with Alastor versus the Vees. I thought was a fantastic action scene. I like how they all show up to action, and there seems to be some type of, I understand him saying don't kill Charlie, but don't kill the other people. Gives some type of hint to me that he kind of does care about them.
Yeah, it's possible, or that they're part of the bigger plan too.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
Because a lot of them owe their souls to Alastor.
Yeah.
Or some of them.
And then we also had the whole thing with Angel Dust, and I guess the implication is that when he was alive as a human on Earth, he killed his dad, and that's what sent him to hell.
At least that's what Vox is saying. But like it's the guy that his name you forget too. The bartender, what's his name?
Husk.
Husk's soul is with Alastor, right? That's what we found out season 1.
Yeah, if some type of deal was made, he owns him in some way.
So, and I think maybe more than just him. Yeah, I think that this show has made Alastor such a great character that I forget that like he might just be pure evil.
Right.
And yikes on that. We're not getting much Lucifer.
No, he's just kind of there to be funny right now.
Yeah. We're not getting much him.
And we also have the Lilith thing that we haven't gotten yet. We have that was like the big cliffhanger.
We only had a brief phone call again to her.
Yeah, so there's different pieces, and the Vox stuff is annoying to our main character, but I said at one point, like, I'm waiting for the stakes of this to be felt.
I think that the Vox stuff is going to be relevant because the whole thing is about who can she redeem, and if the storyline is Vox is saying she can't without proof, then that prevents her from helping more people, kind of thing.
I just think this story.
I agree with you though.
There's so much other story that's happened that feels so much bigger than the setup story of who can they redeem.
I agree. Do you have a song of the episode 3 or 4 that stood out to you most?
No. I mean, they're all good songs. I remember like last season, episode 4 was the Angel Dust episode with the Poison song, where it was like, whoa, this shows something different.
That's my favorite episode of the entire series so far.
And neither one of these episodes, I like every song is really good. Every song is very, very good. And I like the very like Niffty's song where it's just her rambling about the cleaning the bugs and all that. I think it was really fun. Sir Pentious and oh my God, blanking on her name, Cyclops lady.
Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb. That love song, that's probably my favorite actually of them all. I imagine it won't be the biggest one for most people, but that might be my favorite because of the narrative it did and how it further peeled back the backstory between them. I didn't realize how much in actual violent altercations they were going at each other's necks for so long. So I like peeling that back and her seeing how much she actually does miss and love him, which is really fun to behold.
Yeah, I kind of wish we could spend more time there. We see a little bit of how hurt she is, but we've talked about this before. Comes up in it's a theme in a lot of different movies and shows, how sometimes it's harder to lose somebody when they're not dead, when you have like a friend break up or a lover break up or whatever. When they're still out there, sometimes it's harder because it's harder to just decide to move on. And to know, first Cherry Bomb, to know Sir Pentious now is not gone. Mm-hmm. He is somewhere, just not there. And watch her kind of grapple with those feelings. I think it would be cool to spend more time with Sir Pentious and with Cherry Bomb, seeing how this is actually landing with them.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we also have the whole thing with Lute and her seeing Adam and where that's supposed to go to as well.
We didn't touch back in on that at all.
No, that's what I mean. There's like a lot happening that's getting a lot of it. It's feeling a little bit anthological, and it's supposed to come together in some way. And
we still have 4 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the part in this journey so far that I'm finding to be a bit of a hindrance is that Charlie's storyline is feeling the least like weighty in terms of where at least my personal emotional resonance and where the stakes really belong. It's mainly been like funny for her, but it hasn't been. It's everyone else's storyline has kind of been feeling. Not everyone else's, but other storylines seem to really be overpowering her storyline. And her storyline's more like, yeah, she's just trying to, get the hotel going and repair her name, and her desire for more validation has just amplified.
I feel like she's the one who really wants to help people, and that's getting a little lost in like proving herself. I hear what you're saying about her storyline though. And I think that what could help that too is more Vaggie. Vaggie or Vaggie? I always mess it up.
It's Vaggie.
Vaggie. We don't get a lot of. You just told me. What is it? Vaggie?
I mean, Vaggie sounds like they're making fun of the word vaggies, and vaggie sounds like vagina, so it wouldn't be Vaggie. It's Vaggie.
They've referenced that a few times.
Yeah, because that's the point. It's like it's Vaggie, not Vaggie, because Vaggie sounds like vagina.
Vaggie has no storyline this season, and we left off on her being like, "I can take over more of the hotel, if I take the pressure off you." But we haven't seen any of that, and they have such a beautiful love story, and we're getting none of that. So, love her, love, ship her, ships girl. I think that we could like watching them kind of team up on some of the relations with Heaven and Redemption could really boost Charlie's storyline.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some more of that
We
later
definitely
on.
will, right? I trust this show, so I trust that these next 4 episodes are going to really tie things and make a bunch of stuff make more sense. Because right now we're wandering a little bit, and
But yeah, there's an interesting mystery they've set up, and I do like with Charlie, and especially how the show's an Angel Dust. Like you can't change someone. Only someone can change themselves.
Yeah.
And when you try to force that change in some way, like Angel Dust's whole thing here, he's been used as some type of prop, whether it be in the porn area or now in the redemption area.
You're so right. He's still being used as to prove It's like, yeah.
Yeah, and redemption has to come because you kept bringing up the point of like doing redemption in a way that is. It seems like it might have to come from a truly selfless place.
Maybe. Like, I just don't know. When we set out to do this, the reason why it was so interesting with people trying is because you're doing something that you don't know could ever be done.
Yeah.
And so you have to do it with faith.
Yeah.
And now we know for a fact, if you believe Charlie, which we saw, that this can be done. So,
well, I think the conquest for soul salvation is not as pertinent as it once was because we know what heaven's really like now, and Charlie knows what heaven's really like now. So the desire to save souls, but back in the previous season, it's like you save these souls, they get a chance to go to heaven, everyone gets to live, and they get to get saved from this cleansing that heaven does to hell. Now that's not really the case anymore. So the cause isn't as really as strong as it once was.
we know that, but that's what's so interesting about why isn't that clicking for Charlie that it's not like angel dust will necessarily be better off in heaven.
Yeah. But then again, maybe she doesn't really. She didn't really get to like see heaven.
Yeah, maybe she still thinks that he deserves it or people deserve it. So it's less about what it actually is and more. It's more about the destination, the journey than the destination. And she's not really thinking about what it looks like.
And she doesn't know that Sir Pentious is really not happy there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe in her mind she's picturing like sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, the faith goes in the faith goes in the show that it's well written, it's thought out. They clearly have a plan of where they want it to go. And just because we can't clearly see it doesn't mean it's not there. And I suppose it'll all be like where I felt like I imagine they probably got picked up for like a season 2 and 3 versus just a season 1. That's just the impression because the season 1 was so huge that I can imagine that they got picked up for more than just this one storyline.
But also in 4 episodes, we can do a lot.
That's true, but they are only like 25 minutes. So I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned.
We basically have a movie length left.
Yeah, like a short movie length left. It's like
a medium-sized movie.
It's like 100 minutes left to wrap.
I've watched some really good 100-minute movies.
Yeah, they could do it. They could absolutely do it. But we're season 1. I thought they were telling a full story that had a cliffhanger to set up season 2. I'm wondering if this will be one of those season 2 syndromes.
You're right.
Where they don't actually feel like they complete the narrative of season 2. That you'll essentially have to watch season 3 to feel like some completion.
And these episodes take so long to make.
This came out relatively quick, like a year and a half.
Greg.
For an animated show, it's pretty fast. For an animated,
that's what I'm talking about. It's taking long. I'm a love TV girl.
Yeah.
Once a year is reasonable.
It is reasonable.
18 months pushing it.
Yeah. 18 months is a long time, but it's animated shows, so people tend to be a little.
So I don't watch a lot of them. I want it, and I want it now.
The wait times between them are obnoxious, but they're worth it in the end. But yeah, I mean, overall, everything's still like it's good. I'm waiting to see when it. I'm sure there's plenty of people who are typing away of why they disagree, which is cool.
No,
to do it, but I don't really care. That's just how we feel.
I love hearing how you feel, and honestly, like. I have to be true to myself, and sometimes I just love the show so much, but then as you're saying things, and I could feel myself during this, like, oh, I want to get to the stuff. So I'm on the same page. You got to be an honest queen.
Yeah.
In life.
Yeah. I just hope Vox...
Are you an honest queen?
I'm an honest queen.
Yeah, I think that's how we describe you. So
I just hope Vox becomes a little bit more threatening. In a genuine way.
And Velvette.
Oh yeah, I forget Velvette's like one of the main. Vees.
Yeah, she's like in a lot of it, and I don't be caring at all about Velvette.
I just feel like she's like a henchman to them.
Yeah,
or something.
totally. She's like a Bond girl, kind of, but bad, evil.
Well, yeah, no. In a lot of the like hidden worlds, there's usually like an evil villain who has some like hot bad female lady with them, but that's all they really are.
Or is she taking selfies in the office and gonna send them with the plan?
Lex Luthor, yeah. Perhaps. Anyway, that's it for today. What do you guys think? Are you liking this season as much as you enjoyed season 1? Where's your faith going? How are you feeling overall? Leave your thoughts down below. Thanks, Roxy, for being here.
Do you believe in God?
Do you believe in God?
Do you want to go to heaven?
Do you believe that souls can be banished to hell forever for touching yourself when you shouldn't?
We'll meet you there.
See you guys.